What is going on, everybody? This is Josh from Sorcerer Studios, and welcome to episode 11 of the Dungeon Game Dev series. Now, this is part 2 of the previous video. In part 1, we made the player health bar, which, as you can see, is on the top left-hand corner, and we made it functional by being able to have things that deal damage take away health, as you can see. And in this video, we will be making the enemy health bar. Now, this health bar is already there because this is part 2 of the series, and this was supposed to be a one video series, but I realized that the recording has actually surpassed 16 minutes in length, so I thought that's a very long game dev video. So I thought of splitting it up into 2 parts. So here is the result of what we will be doing in this video, and I will be showing you guys some code as to how that thing will work. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm actually really happy that I decided to add the health bar system to Ethan, and this is because it opens up the possibility to give Ethan a health boost or a health upgrade without having to give him a bunch of hearts, because as you remember, oh, for some reason I can't pick that up. Because as you can remember, Ethan used to have a ton of hearts, and that would determine how much health he would have. But with a health bar, you don't need to give him 1,000 hearts to give him 1,000 health. The health bar won't change. The only thing that will change is the rate of damage, or how much the health bar loses with damage. And I'll show you what I mean. So Ethan currently has 20 health as a test number. If I were to go into the Flames of Spike Man, as you can see, his health goes down rather quickly. But let me show you what happens if we set Ethan's health to a higher number, like 100. So Ethan's health is now 100, and I'll probably put a number below that just to show how much health he actually has. But Ethan's health is 100. Whereas before, it was only 20. Watch what happens when he goes into the fires now. The health bar decreases much more slowly. Now, if he were to have hearts instead of a health bar, this would mean that Ethan would have to have 100 hearts up there, and that would be ridiculous. The health bar basically compresses everything and makes it a lot more enjoyable to look at, and it also makes it playable while giving Ethan the ability to add as much health as he wants. And this is really, really good for game development. So I guess that's your little tip of the day for anyone else out there who's making a game. So yes, really happy I added the health bar. Now I'm going to see if I can add the health bar to the enemies. Now, Ethan has no way of doing damage to the enemies yet, so we'll have to just test out the enemy's health just by, I don't know, just by somehow assigning numbers to it, but I'll figure it out. So without further ado, let's add the health bar to the enemies. So I finally made the health bar template for the enemy, and as you can see, when I run around him, the health bar follows you, and that is because the health bar has been set to look at the camera at all times, so it is always following me. And as you can see, it is attached to world space, so it is basically locked in that position. Now, I don't have any health adjustments to him yet, but let me show you part of the code that makes this thing work. And I'm not sure if you guys want to see code. If you do, please tell me that you do, and if you don't, just tell me to stop. Just put it in the comments below. But I'm not sure for now, and we'll see what you guys think. So just tell me in the comments if you want to see the code, but for this video, I think I'll give you a sneak peek. So here's the script for that, and basically this is a very simple script, so I'll show you what's going on. So basically, we have 2 variables, the player camera and the health bar. So the health bar is a prefab, basically just a canvas prefab in your project folder. It's basically a canvas that goes with world space so that it doesn't basically align itself with the camera. Okay, so we have those two variables, and in our start function, it basically assigns the camera as our main camera, and then it instantiates the health bar, so our health bar prefab that we assign because it's public, and we basically spawn that in transform.position. Now what the transform is this is an empty game object that I placed above the enemy, and that's basically just a placeholder to show where to spawn our health bar. And we spawn that with quaternion.identity. And some of you might not have seen this argument before. This is the transform argument, and this basically determines what the parent is, and it determines the placeholder, the empty game object, to be its parent. Now if we didn't have this, it would spawn it in world space, which means, for example, if theoretically if the placeholder was at 0, 0, 0, then it would spawn this at 0, 0, 0 world space versus the oh wait, no, hang on, it would spawn this at 0, 0, 0 no matter what if the parent wasn't this. So that's what that is, and this one line of code basically makes it so that the health bar is looking at the player at all times. So it's just transform.look at player camera.transform, and that one line of code makes it so that it is always looking at the player. So let me show you what this placeholder looks like. So I'm in the scene view right now, and as you can see, this is the brute in the hierarchy, and the, well, I called it an interesting name, health bar spawn place. So this is just parented to the brute. Ignore all this stuff, that's all the armor parts of the brute, but yes, the health bar spawn place is right there, and when we press play, taking a second, if we press play, you will see that the health bar is there. So very cool, very, very cool. And I just took his sword. Ha ha ha. That's definitely not going to be, yeah, that's a feature that I'm definitely going to get rid of. So yes. Okay, so that's how we have the enemy health bar. Now I'm going to see if I can adjust values so that we can decrease his health. Not through Ethan attacking him yet, but through just by modifying variables. So we're going to see if we can get that to work. I just implemented the system of taking health away from the enemy. So just as a test reference, the enemy has 20 starting health, and now he has 5. So the bar shows 5 health. Now it is flipped. I'm not sure why, but I'll have to figure that out. So that is what I'm going to start off with in the next video. So in the next video I'm going to start off with flipping that and basically getting the whole health thing to work. I believe the next thing to do is getting some attack system in. But that is the start of the AI of the enemies, and also a little cool feature of adding a health bar to Ethan that will decrease upon health being eradicated. It's a very extreme word, but I wasn't sure what to have for that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm very excited to begin prepping the scene for the AI. And once again, there is a lot of stuff to come. I can't wait to bring this guy fully to life and have Ethan fight him, and as well as this guy as well. So, without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.